Another Little Walter type bass rhythm you hear in a tune called Last Night, which is one of his slower tunes. Very slow. And let me play the bass rhythm for you. I'm going to play it in the key of E. I don't know, I can't remember if the song's in F with a capo or not, but we'll just play it without the capo. And it's in the E position, so you can move it to A or G or any other key you want to. Listen to any of Little Walter's stuff, that should sound familiar to you. Then over the top of that, you've got the first guitar player playing all kinds of stuff, which we'll get into a little bit later. So that basic bass rhythm: open, 6th string, which is my E, and then 4th fret of the 6th string, and then I'm going to walk down from the 5th to the 4th to the 3rd fret on the 5th string, and then back to the open E. 2. Then when we go to the 4, which is an A, we just do the same thing, moving everything a string over. So I'm walking down the 4th fret, 4th string, from the 5th to the 4th to the 3rd. And then back, when you get to the 1, you go back to the open 6th string instead of the 5th. I'm not sure how I have to listen to this carefully. If he leads into the 5, like that, going from the 1st fret to the 2nd fret, something like that, or if he does something else, I'm not sure. But you can come up with a couple different ways. You could do this. So you could go from the 1 and just kind of stay on it. When he goes to the 5, this is a B. He's got his 1st finger on the 4th fret of the 4th string, and then he's coming down to that same position on the 7th, 6th frets of the 4th string. So here's my root. Then he's going to, the 5th fret of the 6th string, or 6th fret of the 5th string. Like that, so it's... That's over the 5, the B. To the A. To the 1. Something like that on the turnaround, or you could play a chord. You could come up with lots of different ways to end that. Another similar riff comes from a tune Little Walter does called Sad Hours, and this is an F or E, and again I'll just play it out of the E position. This one I've listened to and I really can't tell exactly what he's doing. Maybe some of you guys will hear this better if you listen to the recording. I think it's something like this. Let me play it through one time for you. the variations there. So the first one, which when I first listened to this song, Sad Hours, I thought this is what he was doing. So you lead off with the bass, you open 6, then I'm going to the 4th string on the 2nd fret, and then I'm doing that same walk from the 5th to the 4th to the 3rd. Whoops, on the 5th string. There we go, sorry. Then I'm wrapping it up, walking up from the 3rd to the 4th fret on the 6th string, and then winding up on the 2nd fret of the 5th string, and then open. And then into the 4, playing the exact same thing. Everything just moved over a string. Now here's the difference. That's the first way. The second way that I showed you, he does this. It's more of a chromatic run from the 4th to the 3rd to the 2nd fret on the 5th string, and then everything else is the same. To the 5, which is a B, doing it the first way. My B is my 2nd fret of the 5th string. Then I'm going to the 4th fret of the 3rd string, and then walking from the 7th to the 6th to the 4th. Then I'm walking on the 5th to the 6th on the 5th string. So then back to the A, and to the 1. We could walk into a turnaround, or we could just keep it going. The other way is like this. So I'm going to the 4th fret, or the 4th fret of the 3rd string. Then I'm walking on the 4th string from the 6th to the 5th to the 4th. Doing that same little roll. Just like that. Shouldn't be that hard to hear what he's doing, but I can't tell which one it is. I've listened to it over and over again, and I think either one of those would work. Another kind of cool little Walter bass rhythm comes from a tune called Just a Feeling. It's in the key of A. Let me play it for you one time, and then we'll break it down. Neat rhythm. And we use a lot of the same positions. So in A, open A, and then we're walking on the 3rd, 4th, walking up 3rd, 4th fret to the 5th string, and then winding up on the 2nd fret of the 4th string. And then we skip to that walk, we just move everything over and then go 3rd to the 4th frets on the 4th string. And then we wind up on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. So the whole pattern in A, the 1, just like that. So we're using that same basic pattern where we're walking on the 3rd and the 4th frets and then up to the 2nd fret. When he goes to the 4, if I'm listening to the song right, here's a D. First finger, or my first finger is on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. Open 4th string, which is a D. And I listen to the recording, and the only thing I can think of is he's going here to get that sound. Because if you try to go over another one, it just doesn't work. So for the 4, it just does this one time. It's going all the way up here to the 7th fret. First finger on the 3rd string, 7th fret. And then I'm walking the 2nd and 3rd finger on the 8th and 9th frets of the 4th string. And then winding up there. So the whole thing. Back down. And then he just does that once, then back to the A, the 1. And then for the 5, 5 is an E chord, goes to the open 6th string. This plays the same pattern that he played over the 1, but just going back over to the 6th. Walking down the 3rd and 4th fret, walking up, 3rd and 4th frets of the 6th string to the 2nd fret of the 5th string. And then the song is actually over the 4 at that point. He's going to this, just like you played over the D. So let me play it from the 5 to the 4 to the 1. So it's kind of unusual. Let me try it one more time so you can hear this. Whoops, to the open string. There you have a lot of different patterns. Now, I've got one more little Walter rhythm that's really cool, but I'll be honest with you, I'm really not that good at playing it yet. I haven't practiced it much, but I know what he's doing, so I can show you and you can listen to the tune. And this is a cool one to figure out. It's in the key of B flat, so he's got the capo on the 1st fret up here, and then he's playing like an A position, which is a B flat, and he's playing a bass rhythm really quick, and he's staccato or tremolo picking or staccato picking, whatever you call it. Play something like this. I'll try to play it one time. Once again, I'm not very good at this yet. Something like that. So he's just playing that same pattern that we've seen before, but he's varying the picking. So over the 1, the B flat, and he's playing this very quick. And I can't tell if he's playing 2 picks, and then a quick to the 2nd fret of the 4th string. Gets to the 4, this part. I think he's playing 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Then the 1 or the 5 is the E position, which in this case would be an F. Right? F, yep. Then back to the 4. Then back to the 1. And in the tune he plays this turnaround like, which we'll learn later when we do the turnarounds. I know how to do that one, but the whole thing again. Let me try it one more time. Called It Ain't Right, and I'm working on that. I'm going to get that one down. That's one of my challenges for the summer. But that's another rhythm that he's playing using the same positions that we've seen over and over again. So hopefully this first lesson gives you a lot of ideas of different bass rhythms that you can play if you're the second guitar or playing the low stuff. with another guitar player behind a harmonica. This is gold. This is great stuff. And I've got some more Little Walter bass patterns, which I might show you toward the end if I do a last lesson. Next time I come back, we'll work on chords, ninth chords, and also some other types of chords that Little Walter's guitar players use to tastefully back up his harmonica.